Hey there. If you're thinking about getting out there on the road with the big rigs and driving a rig, an RV, or even a bus, then have we got great news for you.
Southwest Truck Driver Training can get you trained and rolling in as little as 4 weeks. They offer lifetime job placement support. They have special military programs, a financial aid program, including grant applications, and so much more to offer you.
Plus, they're family-owned business right here in the Southwest. They have world-class training for Class A and B CDLs, hazmat endorsement training, RV training, and, of course, a refresher course if you need one. And did we mention they have 3 locations, which are Phoenix, Tucson, and North Las Vegas?
So we don't know why you're sitting there channel surfing on a TV when you could be learning to drive and roll down the road to earning a great living today.
Go to their website, swtdt.com, to learn more about Southwest Truck Driver Training to shift your career into high gear.
Tell them you heard about them on the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show. We love them. You will too.
Breaker 19. Break 19 for radio check.
18 Wheels.
Welcome to the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show.
We're a podcast for truckers, about truckers, by truckers.
Coaching generations of drivers while guiding them on their path to success.
Fueling them with knowledge and passion for trucking.
Navigating the industry 1 mile at a time.
Spark the revolution.
And we're live. Whew.
Oh my God, Patrick.
Boy, was that the test.
My
Sorry,
nose.
the first batch of margaritas went down a little too good. We had to make some more.
Oh my God.
Technical difficulties. We are live in 4 places at once.
Yeah.
We're on Twitter. We're on Twitch. We're on Facebook and YouTube. Yes. Success.
And I forgot to turn my microphone and my mouse on.
Oh, whoopsie.
Other than that, I'm fine.
Whoopsie doodles. Hey, welcome to our live podcast show. It is Margarita Monday, people. If you got your margaritas, pour yourself one.
I already poured mine.
Here we go.
That might be why I forgot to turn things on.
Oh, that looks delicioso. That's the extent of my Spanish.
That's not Spanish.
It's not Spanglish.
That's Patrick. These margaritas are brought to us by our friend. They were a Christmas gift.
Oh, yeah.
Lenore, thank you so much. Merry Christmas.
Cheers,
Cheers.
everybody. Salud.
Salute.
And if you don't have margaritas, beer, liquor,
Drink of choice.
Mai
If you
Tais,
can't drink, drink of choice. Lemonade,
lemonade, coffee,
hot tea.
water.
Okay,
You know, if you're going to dehydrate, you got to hydrate.
that's right. I
So,
got here's my hydrate.
Yep.
I prepared.
So yeah, the margaritas went down good. And I went, oh crap, we need to get more margaritas made.
We had too much fun setting up.
Oh, what a challenge. What a challenge this has been.
He is such a, I mean, yes, it was a challenge.
That wasn't very nice.
Did I ever tell you I was a nice person?
Hey.
You've known me for how many years? Did I ever once say, oh, I'm a nice person?
No.
No.
Negative.
Negatory
You're
Batman.
negative Nancy.
I am not.
Negative Nancy.
No. I'm Mary freaking Sunshine. I said freaking.
Mary freaking
sunshine. We're going to have Pug interrupt us all time.
Oh, she's sitting there.
She wants picked up to be in the
pawing.
video.
Pick her up, show everybody, and kick her to the damn curb. Don't.
No, I just got to make sure I don't roll her over.
Anyways, if
Come
this is your first time watching our show or tuning into our show, we are the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show. We are your hosts, Patrick and Janet. We are both retired truck drivers. Therefore, that's how the name came about. And our Pug Interruptus is our eldest Makushlata, which means
My darling one.
gonna get her butt kicked. I mean, my darling one. And yes, her tongue is sticking out.
Head turn this way.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
All right. Now you're famous. Now get out of here.
You're famous. She's like, nope, I'm comfortable, Dad.
No, you got to go, honey. We got a show to do.
We got a show to do, baby. Get under the desk with your sister.
We got a show to do. We can't have
Besides-
Pug interrupt us today.
I know you just want to steal my margarita.
Yeah,
I know you like tequila. You're mine.
of course.
And she's
Hello.
from Florida. No, wait, New York.
New York.
Of course she likes tequila.
She's from
Every
Florida.
animal I've ever had in my life liked tequila. Anyway.
Anyways, this is the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show, where we're gonna give you tall tales from the road because we're ex-truck drivers. We're gonna talk about current events. We're gonna talk about topics that we feel we need to broadcast to our audience, whether it be live or in an audio recording. And you can find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Do you know why?
Why?
We're like savoir-faire. We're everywhere.
Yeah, we are everywhere. Our
So-
our logo is right there. Look for that logo if you're searching for us on Apple, Amazon. I mean, you could tell Alexa to find the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show, and while we're there, you can Google the show.
And you're going to find it.
You'll find it. I mean,
Yep.
My goodness, we're everywhere, like she said.
Like savoir-faire.
Margaritas are talking already.
So you're saying we're not just a podcast show for truckers?
That is correct.
We're going to give you a little laugh, a little humor, and a little what's going on today, because that's what we're all about.
That's right.
Not just trucking.
That's right.
Even
the
though-
only reason why we're called 18 Wheel Talk Podcast. Sorry, hold on.
It's because
Piece of ice.
he's a retired trucker and I'm a retired trucker, and I'm related to a bunch of truckers, and he wanted to be a trucker, so therefore
And
he was.
I can tell some stories. Let me tell you.
Boy, can he tell stories.
So we're going to give you some tall tales from the road, from our memories.
And my daddy's
if we
memories.
can remember some of them. And we're going to talk about, like I said, current events,
Bikes,
things that, fables from the news.
motorcycles,
We're going to talk about motorcycles,
cooking,
what else?
and stuff.
And stuff.
Like today,
What are we talking about today, Janet?
identity theft.
Yes. Oh,
So I want to point one thing out about it.
identity theft sucks.
In all our promos, I've been saying I'm a 3-time victim of identity theft.
You're 1, 2, 3,
4.
4-time victim.
The first time I lived in Wyoming,
Oh,
I forgot.
you smell that?
What?
There's a story coming. I'm sorry. Hey, if you're new here and we make you laugh and you're watching us in the comments, let us know. Tell us where you're listening to us, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Just let us know in the chat box.
I have someone that can't find us.
We're
A regular, our Lenore.
Eleanor.
She's trying to watch.
She's trying to watch. She just has to go to where she watched us before.
Yeah, well, she's having a bad day. But
That's
anyway,
okay. She'll find us. I
she
promise.
will find us.
But anyways, let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. So we get an idea as the broad range of our reach. If you're watching us on Twitter, hashtag Twitter. If you're watching us on the Twitch channel, hashtag Twitch. You're Facebooking it, hashtag FB or hashtag Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
Let us know. And if you're on YouTube, let us know.
YouTube.
Hashtag YouTube. Say hello, everybody.
That's right.
Only because I got a chat box up and it's supposed to be linked to all the sites.
And it's working now for her.
And I don't know if anybody can see it. Or I don't know if I can see it. Let's put it that way. If that makes sense.
So I just want to, because she missed the beginning, I just want to say thanks again, Lenore. We got our margaritas.
This might be on a delay, but
We got them.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, now
And
we're
they
back.
were so good the first time. We were a little late getting on. We had to make more.
Yeah. So, identity theft.
Back to the show.
I'm a 4-time victim.
4.
I kept
4
saying
times.
333 because I always forgot about one.
I know.
First time I lived in Wyoming.
Uh-oh. Hold on.
Oh my God, really?
Hold on. My bad.
Holding.
My bad. I hit the wrong key. I don't know what he did.
He's Patrick.
All I wanted to do was say hi.
Hi. Hello. Is it you out there? Don't give up my day job. Oh, wait. This is my day job. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, my God.
Wow, chicky, wow, wow. Welcome to the show.
I'm hoping it works, but
Where's that going to go?
I don't know. I'm sending it out. Hopefully everybody got to see it.
We'll find out later. Later, Tater. Okay.
Oh, boy. I don't know what's going on here. I'm getting low audio, something or other. Stutter. Anyways, somebody forgot to turn the volume down. Yeah, I'm talking to you over there. Stutter. Anyways, let us know. Are you hearing us? Quality sound good? Oh, my God. Hey, how about I turn the microphones on?
Do you have the microphones on?
They are now.
They've been off this whole time.
I just realized that there was an X on the screen. Sorry about that.
So we've just been
audio.
Someone really wants to talk to me.
Margaritas, everybody. Now, who's calling us this late?
I don't know. I don't know the person that keeps calling me. Anyways,
they want in on the margaritas. Anyways, welcome to the show. I hope this audio is coming through now. This is the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show. I am your host, Patrick, and this is your other host, Janet. Say hi, Janet.
Hi, Janet.
Oh, my God. Technical difficulties. First time doing it live over 4 different platforms. We're on, we can't do Instagram, but we're doing a Facebook. We're doing Twitter. We're
Twitch.
On Twitch.
On TubeView.
And YouTube. Right? Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook.
Okay.
Oh, my goodness.
Lenore says she can hear us now. We thanked her twice for the drinks.
Sorry, but the margaritas are really going down
really
good.
Going down good,
I'm
Lenore.
just saying this show is going to be interesting. And we want to try to keep it under, around an hour long because, Arizona Cardinals are in the playoffs and the game starts at 6:15 Arizona time.
We have 1 hour.
So we're down to 45 minutes.
It's 5:15. The game starts at 6:15.
All right. So now that we screwed that up.
Not we.
All right. Now that I screwed that up, my apologies, everybody.
You're tech support.
I am tech support, and I dropped the margarita ball.
Literally, you dropped a margarita ball in the glass.
Welcome to our podcast show.
Thank you.
I'm the idiot today.
This
is my dunce cap.
Nope, you tried some new equipment, and we thought we had everything tested except one button.
One little button over there flashing at me saying, push me, dummy, push me.
Don't call yourself a dummy. I hate derogatory words.
Anyways, welcome to our show. This is the 18 Wheel Talk podcast show. And we are 2 retired truck drivers. We're going to give you tall tales from the road.
Yes.
We're going to talk about current events. We are going to...
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
If you don't have a dash cam in your semi and you went and spent all that money on it, do you really think that you and your truck are protected against John Q. Public? We don't. That is why we recommend Rexing USA cameras and equipment. Whatever it is you are looking for, whether it be a dash cam, a body cam, a trail cam, or similar, they probably have it.
Nearly every new vehicle coming out has a dash cam, and there is a reason for it. Litigation. Yes, welcome to America, the land of litigation. So the best thing you can do is to protect what you own with video and pictures.
And their dash cams, boy, let me tell you, their cams do a lot. They have 170-degree ultra-wide angle lenses that will automatically lock in the last video if it feels a vibration from an accident. It has a supercapacitor battery backup that is better than lithium for extreme heat or cold. Add in loop recording, a mobile app, and parking monitoring and more.
And yes, now you have a really great package for this company of cameras. So come on, check it out at 18wheeltalk.com/dashcam. That's 18wheeltalk.com/dashcam. Past events, motorcycles, music,
name it.
cooking, family, you name it, we're going to talk about it because we like just to chat with y'all.
We do.
And if you have subjects you want to chat with,
Right.
let us know. Write to Patrick at
Email right there, bottom left-hand corner says Patrick at
18wheeltalk.com.
right there.
Underneath his face.
Right here.
Email him.
Email me. Tell me how bad I'm doing.
Tell him how funny he is.
Oh my goodness.
And if you're looking for us, you can look for us on Apple or on Google. All you got to do is look for that right there.
Yeah, you can Google 18 Wheel Talk podcast show, and it
And when
will
you
pull
see
up.
that picture, that's us. It's that easy.
I last time I checked, that we're the first 2 pages in the Google search. Bless you, my dear.
Thank you.
So
That being said, we're not just a podcast show for truckers.
we are not just a podcast show for truckers. Hey, we're not just a podcast show for truckers. That's my line.
I stole it. Are you gonna steal mine?
No, that's your line. I gotta let you do something.
We're gonna give you a little laugh, a little humor, and a little what's going on today.
What is we gonna talk about today, Janet?
Identity theft.
Identity theft.
Yeah.
It's an ornery thing that people do.
Yes. And I have other words
And-
for it.
Now, in our promos, Janet was saying that she was not one, not
Not two.
thrice, not thrice.
Not twice, not thrice. I kept saying I was a 3-time victim of identity theft. But then I got to thinking today. Yeah, I was until this last time. Now I'm a 4-time victim. I'm like,
4
totally
times.
forgot about it.
4 times. Now this time, I think we got, we covered her ass. I think we nipped it in the end. I think we nipped it in the butt. But yeah,
By the
4
way,
times.
Mom Heller, because he's been drinking, the words will flow. He lost it in the promo, so it's already done. So the first time I lived in Wyoming, it was the late 90s. And a woman from Boulder, Colorado got into my banking information, and online banking was just started back
Yep.
then.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
And she and her family went first class to Hawaii for 2 weeks.
That bitch.
Stayed in a first class hotel, did everything. And by the time online banking caught up, and I noticed it because, late 90s, took it to my bank. They went through everything, prosecuted the whole bit. Money was put back in my account, didn't cost me anything.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. But it cost me a lot of stress back then for about 4 months. And I had to go to Boulder and testify and all that other fun stuff.
Testify, girlfriend.
I did. Raised my right hand and swore on the Bible. So that was the first time.
By the way, thank you everybody for joining us today.
We appreciate it. We were falling apart without you.
I don't know what I was doing other than drinking, but if you are here, let us know where you're watching us from. We're on 4 different platforms. We're on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. And we'd love to know where you're hearing us from. Do I got to blacken your screen?
No.
You all right?
Yeah.
That nose still running? You haven't caught it yet?
Nope. If it's still running tomorrow, I'll call my doctor.
Yeah, right.
I just got a chest cold, I think. So the second time was someone after my truck accident in New York filed taxes under my name. And according to them, when I had no income, not unemployment, not disability, anything coming in, I was living off selling furniture and knickknacks and stuff. It was a fun time in life.
That, I bet, because
you remember those days.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah, your dad bought my power washer back then.
Yep.
That was just one thing that I sold. But anyway, someone filed my taxes that I made $80,000 that year. And
You made $80,000?
Yeah, I made $80,000.
Wow.
So
I am so in it for the money. You know that, right?
and they filed it on a wall to come back on one of those Walmart cards that they used to have for taxes. Like late 2010 or so, late 2009. So it was a 2010 taxes for 2009. That's when they filed it.
Okay.
But they were some sort of wall. I don't even know, but they used to be able to file taxes and get it back on a Walmart pay card of some sort. I don't know. I've never done that.
Well, you know how you always get those phone calls, hey, you send me a Target card. Go to Target.
Yes.
It's like, dude, man, you know what?
We'll talk about that too.
It might say stupid on my forehead, but I'm not.
So anyway, I got a PIN number in the mail from Walmart for my Target or for my Walmart card. And I called them. I'm like, what are you talking about? Well, for your taxes. I'm like, I didn't file taxes because I didn't make anything. I worked for 2 weeks at the beginning of 2009.
2 weeks.
That was it. 2 weeks. Yeah. January 15th, 2009 was my accident. So I didn't file taxes.
What?
If you don't have income, you don't have to file, So anyway, so that led me to a lot of phone calls and the IRS and everything else, and found out it was someone down in Queens that filed for me. Wasn't that nice of them?
No, it was.
So that was my second time.
Gee, thank you very much.
My third time,
Stupid people.
we lived in Chandler, I think. And we went up to visit your sister. And I swiped my debit card at a Starbucks. And someone had some sort of scanner or one of the machines where they walk by you and they steal your debit card information electronically.
Uh-huh.
And then they went and bought, $7,000 worth of stuff at gas stations?
I don't know.
It was something like that. And I dealt with the police there. And that was really frustrating because I found out where it was used. I had all the information. The bank gave me everything. I gave it to the Las Vegas police. They did nothing with it. And then a month later, when I finally was able to talk, I talked to them. And a month later, they told me there's nothing we can do because the videos, Circle K erases their videos after so many days. And I said, well, I gave it to you 2 days after this happened. And then I gave you all the stuff from my bank within 3 days. And I overnight expressed it, spent a lot of money to do that so that this could get taken care of and the person could be found. And you didn't even do anything with it.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
And you told me that if I got it to you right away, you'd be able to get those videos. And here I am a month later and you can't do anything because you never bothered to get the videos. So that was really frustrating. And then there was the last time, which just started in late November of last year. And hopefully we're done with it. Well, I'm still in the paperwork phase though. So now we're all up to date on Janet's identity theft.
And hopefully we didn't have another.
Oh, I need a drink.
I think we had another glitch. Lenore saying, now I can hear you. I don't know. Technology. Gotta love it.
Not liking this.
I know. But I think I got it settled. Stop moving the mouse.
I'm not touching mine.
Hands up. No, not you, me.
Oh.
Don't touch the hardware.
Quit touching stuff.
Tech support. Out of here.
Tech support behave.
And if I hear another bark out of Miss Fidget over there, I'm going to. Anyways.
So here we are.
Margarita Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag get shit set up before Pat has a margarita. Just saying.
All right. So
anyways,
now we have.
So let's recap. You had your identity stolen in the 90s.
Yep.
Somebody
went to Hawaii.
How did they get your identity?
Online banking because it had just started.
Okay. And then the second time?
2010, filed taxes because I hadn't worked the year before because that was the year I had my accident.
Right. Okay. So somebody stole your identity by filing taxes in your name.
Correct.
All right. And then you're on the third because you're not only a 4-time.
The third time victim. Was they duplicated my debit card in Las Vegas when I used it at a Starbucks.
Yes. Yeah. That technology.
I don't know if they
weird,
scanned it or or walked by me and did something, but it was definitely when I used it at Starbucks because that's the only place I had it out of my purse.
That was where they had the technology to be near you, and as soon as the computer read it, in other words, they hacked
or they
in
had a scanner on the machine.
Yeah. So
one of the two, and the police did nothing. $7,000 there.
Nothing.
But thank God my bank did. I reported it to my bank, and my bank reimbursed me for everything.
Yes, that was absolutely amazing that they did that.
Yes. And then the fourth time is the one here since November 4th. So do you want me to tell what happened there, or do we go through the tips and all the different types of identity?
4 times.
Yes.
You had the worst luck.
That's worst. It. Remind me.
No, I'm just saying. I mean,
the fact that I can talk about it and still smile without crying is.
Yes, I agree.
So you tell me where you want me to go, Patrick, besides to pay and have in a handbasket.
I don't know. You decide, because it is your
story to tell.
It's your story to tell.
Okay, well, I'm going to talk about what happened this last time because it's such a new type of identity theft that different government agencies are still dealing with it, and it's really rare.
Yes. But the reason why we're talking about this is because Janet was a victim for a 4th time, and she says, "I'm not going to stand for this anymore." We caught it early enough.
Yes.
And we want to tell you people how to prevent it. In case you're ever a subject to it, what steps you can do to
prevent it.
Thank you.
And what to do if you're a victim, because there's a lot more than you would ever think.
Yes, because it's the stress load that was on her shoulders until we finally got things ironed out this 4th time.
Yeah, they're not totally ironed out, but they're getting there.
They're slowly coming
back
to a head, and
my head didn't explode.
No, it did not.
Okay.
Yay.
So here's the newest type of identity theft. And then we can talk about all the different types, because there's a bunch of different types.
Excuse me.
But are we still on?
Yeah. No,
you touched something.
No, I burped.
I
burped.
Get your hand off that mouse. How dare you touch something? Get your hand off that mouse.
I'm tech support. I need to touch buttons.
Don't.
I have to let people know that don't
forget. Touch that mouse though.
Yes, darling.
I'll take it from you.
Let us know where you're listening to us from. If you are listening to us on YouTube, give us a hashtag YouTube. If you are listening to us on Facebook, either hashtag FB or hashtag Facebook. If you're listening to us or watching us on Twitch, hashtag Twitch.
Hey, Lenore, can you hear us?
If you're watching us on Twitter, hashtag Twitter.
Okay, so
let us know so that we know that this.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
So you say you like tools. Now, are we talking about normal people like them or Tim the Toolman Taylor like them? Because if you're like the two of us, it is definitely in the Tim the Toolman Taylor's range. I have never been bored when shopping for tools.
So here's what you do. Head on over to 18wheeltalk.com/JBTools. It will take you to their site, which will normally give you a discount, a chance in a giveaway, join the rewards club, or something really great like that.
Then start browsing to your heart's delight. Whether you're looking for power tools, hand tools, 25-ton jack stands, or gardening tools, they have got you covered.
So take a few minutes and follow the link, 18wheeltalk.com/JBTools, and jewel over a few tools while you're there.
This isn't Patrick playing with the mouse again and messing.
Let me know so I know that shit's working right.
And I know not to give him hard alcohol on a podcast. One of us can drink, one of us can't. One of us can't hold the liquor.
Lenore says yes, she can hear us because I know, because that right there says microphones are working.
Okay. I love her. She's so sweet. Okay, so the newest type of identity theft
The latest and greatest.
is called mail forwarding fraud. So you're not
what
going to
is mail forwarding fraud?
you're not really going to find it on any type of search engines. We only know about it because it happened to me. Yay me!
All right. So Janet always got informed delivery.
Yeah.
So she always got an email saying, "Hey, this is what you got coming in the mail."
Yeah, and most places have it, and it gives you a picture of your mail, and if you have packages coming, and all it is the picture of the label. That's it.
That's it.
That way, if I don't have mail coming, I don't have to worry. Or if I'm looking for a package or a certain
She knows whether or not it's
I know
here.
if it's there or not.
Well, she wasn't getting her informed delivery, which she's like, huh. Well, they've canceled it on me before. Let me get a hold of the post office. Blah,
Well,
blah, blah,
no,
blah, blah.
so it was turned off. So I went in and turned it back on.
Yep.
And the next day it got turned off again.
And then she was like, all right, what the
That's
F
messed up.
is going
So
on?
I turned it back on. And 2 days later, it was turned back off again. And then I turned it back on.
She did a little more research after that.
I turned it on and then it got turned back off again. And then I called the post office.
Said, what the hell is going on?
And I spent 3 hours on the phone with a woman at the post office. I pushed a bunch of buttons until I got a live person because nothing made sense on their. I'm like,
they must have been talking Spanglish.
I'm like, I don't know which button. I'll just push this one.
Ah,
It
this
sounds
one
like
looks
it sounds like a live person until I got a live person.
This one looks good.
Yeah. So what they do is first they turn off your informed delivery if you have it. If you don't have it, it makes it easier on them. So the woman asked me, have you noticed you've been getting less mail? And I said, yeah. I said, all I'm getting is to the resident. I said, but I did turn off, I think, all of my credit cards. I've turned them to paperless. My bank statements are paperless. So I already knew I was getting a lot less mail, but I'm not getting any mail. I said, I like the idea of not getting bills, but I probably should be getting them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
So she said,
you want those.
so she went and checked and she looked and she said, well, your mail's being forwarded to Hoboken, New Jersey.
What?
That's what I said. I'm like, I didn't move to Hoboken. She goes, okay, so first let me stop that. So she stopped it. And then she did some more research and she says, yeah, she says, it's been forwarded for about 2 weeks. She goes, that would explain why you're getting less mail. It takes a while for mail forwarding to work. And she said, you're going to want to go in and check all your credit cards, all your accounts that you have anything you charge with, like Fingerhut. Oh, I forgot to check Fingerhut.
That's okay. It's on the list.
Yeah, I think I'm paperless with them anyway.
Yeah, you are.
But anyway, yeah, I haven't had a bill from them in forever. But anyway, like Fingerhut or Monkey Wards or anything at all like that, because I still have catalogs that I order through that are paperless.
Mm-hmm.
She says, anything you have an account with, make sure they're paperless, check and see, make sure that if you have, typically in a credit card, you have your home address and your mailing address. They don't always match. Make sure they do. Make sure they're both still your home address. And then she gave me some places that I'm going to want to contact, and I'll give you all that information to take care of it. Now, I just made a 3-hour conversation a lot shorter, but that's what the gist of it was.
Yeah.
So what they do is they then, once everything's turned off and the mailing addresses are changed, then they go out and they apply for new credit cards. Some people end up getting cars bought in their name because once they got your mail forwarded and a credit card and a couple pieces of identification that way, then they can go and apply for identity under your name because they've got your social security number from your credit card.
Exactly.
Once they have your social security number, your driver's license and credit card statements, well, then they can say, well, I lost my ID, and boom, they can go apply for a new ID, and then they can go apply for credit cards and buy a car, and it just snowballs.
Just snowballs.
So
luckily, Janet's one.
I spent a couple of days in a row. That's all I did. They turn off your 2-factor authentication. That's the other thing they do right away. If you don't know what that is, that's when you sign into your bank or your website and it sends you a code to your phone that you have to punch in, or an email that you have to look at the email and punch into you have 10 minutes typically, punch this number into our bar so that you can access your bank.
Yes.
They turned that off.
Which
you
drove
don't
her nuts. Like, what in the hell is going on?
So the same day I saw a new bank card number in my banking. And I thought, my first thought wasn't someone applied for a new credit card for me. My first thought was my bank updated my travel rewards card.
Right.
They've done that in the past where they switched my number and temporarily had 2 numbers for travel rewards.
Mhm.
Then I noticed that my travel rewards card balance was reduced by $3,000.
Yeah. Which
And
is
the
like
new
what?
card had a $3,000 bonus or balance
limit.
Yep. So I called the bank, found out from them that no, I had applied for a new credit card. And I'm like, no, I didn't. You need to stop that right now. And I found out it hadn't shipped out yet. So they were able to stop that, cancel the card. But this affected my credit because they didn't put the $3,000 back on my original travel rewards card. So now on my credit rating, it shows that Bank of America took $3,000 off of my credit limit. So my usage went higher, and it shows as a derogatory by having $3,000 worth of credit removed.
Well, yeah.
Which could take 6 months to come back.
But yet.
And the fact that now my usage went up, the idea that they will likely restore it looks worse because my usage went up. The only thing I could do is make a $3,000 payment. So then it's more likely for them to give me my $3,000 credit back. Who's got $3,000 laying around to make a payment?
Okay, yeah. Let me go out to my tree in the backyard. Wait a minute. I don't have a tree in the freaking backyard, you dumbass.
Yeah.
You took it away. Give it back.
So
it's fraud.
Once they have turned off your 2-factor authentication and forwarded your mail, there is so many things they can do to you. The other thing is they can get into your taxes. They can file your taxes. They can steal your tax pins.
It's ridiculous.
They can apply for jobs in your name. There is so much they can do, and it all leads to the other types of identity theft. But that's the new thing, is forwarding your mail, which is really frustrating. And there's a ton of paperwork to stop identity theft now. But all the different paperwork, even though it is a lot of paperwork and a lot of filling forms out online.
Well, you contacted the local police.
I contacted the FBI, the Federal Trade Commission, the United States Post Office, because the USPS has a form I had to fill out.
Which because it's federal.
That's federal. And I had to contact the local police and fill out forms for them. I had to do an online form. And once they approved that, then you had to sign and notarize a couple of things. Then they had me download another big form. Then I had to have that signed and notarized, and I had to take that to the local police. And then I had forms for the FBI I filled out online and forms for the Federal Trade Commission that I filled out online. And I think there's one that I haven't done yet.
That's crazy.
Because at one point my brain just went.
Well, I mean, it's understandable considering what you had to go through. If you had a full-time job, you'd still be trying to get it straightened out. But because you don't have a full-time job, you were able to nip it in the ass pretty quick. But it's one of those, who the hell do you think you are? And it's probably some punk-ass kid that said, you know what, I did it because it was fun.
Yeah, and I guarantee if it's someone I know,
oh, hell yeah. They're going to jail for a while.
And every single one of the agencies that I contacted asked this question: are you willing to prosecute? Are you willing to travel cross country to prosecute? And I said, yes, absolutely.
Nice.
You bet I will.
Well, a lot of these tips that we have here, you can find at any one of the credit bureau agencies.
Yes.
You got Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian.
Yes.
They have free downloads that you can download to get all this information. We will put as many links to anything that we have available in all the descriptions that we have once this video is done and it's processed.
You can also get free information on how to prevent identity theft and protect yourself from your own bank and from your credit cards. You just have to look under
I think it's fraud, isn't it?
It's not fraud, it's security and protection, something like that. And every one of them have a tab that says something similar.
And 90% of the information that we've come across
is free.
But
But
it
to
might
give
even
you,
be more of a percentage.
but
they-
here's,
go ahead, honey.
I was
Sorry.
just going to say, but to give you an idea, this is 4-year-old information. 2018, an estimated 14.4 million people in the U.S. were victims of some sort of identity fraud.
That's ridiculous.
Imagine how many it is now.
Exactly. And I know that 90% of this is free. It could be even more of a percentage that's free. But this is just what we found that
I was looking up, that we were looking up for me and to help Patrick protect himself from this happening to him.
So what we ended up doing is we went to all 3 credit bureaus. You could freeze your credit.
I froze mine. You
locked yours.
I locked mine. You froze yours. There's a difference. And
you could for free, you could freeze it across the board.
And you can get a 1-year lock for free.
Some of them.
And you can get a 7-year lock if you've been a victim of identity theft. You just have to do all the paperwork for it. And I'm in the middle of that. That's one thing I'm doing.
So like I said, some of this is free of charge. You could freeze your credit.
And all that means is if you decide you got it frozen, and if anyone puts a ping on your credit you go to try and buy a car or a house or something,
it comes back as tonight.
You have to unfreeze your credit.
Right.
And it takes a couple days before you can apply for something.
Well, from what I read on the credit bureaus, if you're going to apply for credit, you could get a one-time usage PIN number that you can give to these people that will allow them to go in and check your credit.
I didn't
you just
know that.
find out which credit bureau they're going to use, and you can get a one-time.
Well, I know like car
code.
dealers usually use TransUnion, but
like
yeah,
I said, just ask which one they use to check your credit, and then you go in. You can either unfreeze it temporarily, or you can get a one-time use code that they can use to get in and check your credit rating, which I found was amazing. I was like, oh, that is, because I'd rather give somebody like a 6-digit PIN number and say, use this number. Once you use it, it's done. So get what you're going to get and get out.
I agree.
And it's still frozen. You don't have to go, oh no, I forgot to freeze it again.
Yeah.
I get absent-minded at my age. I suffer from CRS. I openly admit it. And CRS stands for I can't remember shit.
You've always had that. So let's talk about the types of
I get
identity
it from
theft.
my dad.
Don't pick on your dad. I love him. He's so cute.
He's pickable. Everybody says I look like him. I don't see it.
How do you not see it?
I look in the mirror and all I see is my dad.
Exactly.
But I don't get it.
Patrick.
Yes.
Types of identity theft.
Anyways, before we head on, welcome to the show. If you're just getting here, we're grateful that you're all here. I want to say hi, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
I did see you say hey.
Hey, Mr. Kubat.
This is our first time broadcasting live on 4 different platforms. So we did have a little hiccup in audio. I think I got it fixed. I just got to stop playing with buttons.
He's not allowed to drink and play with buttons or the mouse.
It is Margarita Monday, by the way. So if you don't like margaritas, bring your poison of choice. Have a drink with us. Welcome to the show.
Had to refresh.
Yes, we're talking about identity theft. Janet is a 4-time loser to it. Victim of it. Sorry. That came out wrong. It's the tequila talking, I swear.
Okay.
Janet is a 4-time victim. And
I hate the word victim.
I know you do. That's why I said loser. And you don't like
I'm
that
a
either.
4-time sponsor of identity theft.
Yeah, exactly.
I sponsored Poor Thieves.
So we pretty much nipped it in the ass pretty quick, and we're just coming up. We're getting ready to read off some tips and tricks.
We're first going to do the types of identity theft.
We're gonna ramble off the different types, and then we're gonna ramble off some tips that you could do to help prevent you from being subject to identity theft, because nobody needs to go through it. I'm sorry. I work hard for my money. And I'll be damned if some cocksucker's going to fucking just take it.
Patrick!
No. That's my name.
The language.
Listen, there was a betting pool as to who was going to swear first, and you're just, Miss Goody Two Shoes. You're not going to swear.
Lava fangu.
Anyways, what's up?
Your language.
All right, turn around and let's go. Welcome to our show.
Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Driver, if you haven't tried any of Mother Trucker Yoga's products, have we got news for you. The news is you are missing out on some great products that really do work. So, you're probably sore from a long day and just don't know where to even start looking, right?
Well, driver, stop right there. You don't have to wonder anymore. These products were all designed with the professional truck driver in mind. And the Stiff Mother Trucker Pain Relief Cream is 100% natural. As in, all the junk that you don't need on your body is not in it. It is paraben-free, gluten-free, sulfate-free, and artificial dye-free.
Probably made right here in the USA. Road-tested, trucker-approved.
It relieves sore muscles, soothes pain and inflammation from bee stings and insect bites. It calms that back pain from driving those long, hard roads, helps alleviate foot pain, helps reduce wrist pain, elbow pain, and stiffness in the neck and shoulders from poor sleep or overuse.
In other words, if your body is feeling bruised and bumped up from that ever-intensive truck driver life, then Stiff Mother Trucker Pain Relief Cream is the answer to what you are asking. Just ask the crew at A&E Shipping Wars. They will let you know.
So go to 18wheeltalk.com/resources and look for Mother Trucker Yoga to find this and many more great products. Mom Heller, I'm
Heller's
so
not
sorry.
listening. She's not listening. If she was, she'd have called by now.
Okay, so types of identity theft.
Anyways, welcome to the show, everybody. And if you're liking this,
Shoot him.
give us a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, what are you waiting for? We do this. We're doing this live at 5 Arizona time. So that would be 4 p.m. on the left coast
6 p.m. in the middle.
and 7 p.m. on the East Coast, you East Coasters. Yeah. And if you're on the other side of the world, it's yesterday.
Or tomorrow.
Or tomorrow. One of the two. So, back to the show. We went out to left field. We came back.
He went out to left field.
All right. So
Are you back?
here's the 6 common scams.
Well, there's more than 6. I added, remember?
Oh, yes. Well, anyways, we have 6 plus.
I was going to start over here.
I got that page.
Yes.
It's right here. I got it. It's right here. Anyways.
Child identity theft.
What the?
Most kids
what
under
happened?
16 don't have what?
I get things popping up here.
No. Get your hand off that mouse.
No, I it's fixed. I didn't block nothing. I'm just trying to make sure our frame rate's doing right. Don't you?
Well, when he blocks this, I'm sorry. Most children under 16 don't have credit reports or credit cards, and people can go in and steal their social security number and do all sorts of things with them.
I know some people that.
I know someone this happened to, and she spent a long time and is still spending time as an adult getting her credit rating and her credit reports all straightened out because she was very young when this happened to her.
It's like I said, it's ridiculous.
Typically, they don't learn about it until they apply for a student loan or get a job.
This is true.
You good?
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm good.
Okay.
I got that warm, fuzzy feel.
That's called alcohol, baby.
Because when we started the show, the margaritas went so good before we got to the camera, we had to go back and make some. That's why we were late getting here. And then we had technical difficulties. And I apologize for that. That won't ever happen again. But thank you for joining us tonight. We greatly appreciate it. We're going to try to wrap this up pretty soon, as long as I stop talking and let Janet finish.
Okay, senior identity theft. They say that seniors may be particularly vulnerable to identity theft because they're more trusting and less able to recognize the scams that happen today.
Yeah, not that girl. That girl ain't. No. She's like, oh, hell no. No, you ain't doing this to me.
They're talking about people like in their 80s and 90s that are not as tech savvy.
Oh, I forgot. You're 29. My bad. What was I thinking? You're not a senior.
Because
senior.
there's a lot of people in their 80s and 90s that are
Yes.
very tech savvy. There's a lot of people in their 80s and 90s that aren't.
Correct.
That's what they're talking about.
I'm with you.
So they get tax identity theft, medical identity theft, etc. Okay.
Yep.
So they say you should encourage seniors to put a freeze on their credit and help them get the freeze on their credit so that nothing can happen to them and that can't be stolen.
Right. And that is free of charge at all 3 credit bureaus.
Yes. Estate identity theft. This happens when after someone has died, someone tries to steal money from them by going in and claiming to be the descendant, which, believe it or not, happens.
Yep.
And tries getting the money out of their accounts or tries opening accounts in their name because they have access to their Social Security and identity.
Because it's fun. I got nothing better to do with coronavirus around. So why not? Right?
Okay.
Nobody's going to catch me.
It's called criminal identity theft, which all identity theft is criminal. But this particular type means that someone is arrested, provides your information, your ID, and information to the police. Like, say they get arrested and they don't have their ID on them.
They say they're your buddy or
And
something.
no, they say they're you.
Oh, yeah. But what I'm saying is, they say, well, they just like randomly pull a name out of the hat and say, yeah,
No.
I got arrested. My name is Janet.
It-
I can't.
They don't have ID. They
don't
know
have
who.
ID.
They know your name.
Right.
Say it's a guy and he knows your name is Patrick Heller.
Yep.
And he says, my name is Patrick Heller and I was born on, and I'm not going to
Blah,
say
blah,
everything.
blah.
And I live at.
Yep.
That's how they do it. So then when they get booked, they give that information. Oh, I'm sorry, officer. I don't know my Social Security number by heart.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get booked under your
Right.
name and ID.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Anybody ever gets arrested and uses my name? Good luck.
Okay.
Sorry. Synthetic identity.
Well, it's just creating fake identities using a combination of like deceased people's identity with a different, like they take the Social Security number of a deceased person and they use it with their name.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way to put it.
Right.
Like, okay, I'm Janet McHugh, but I want a new identity. So I take someone's Social Security number that died 100 years ago.
Because you want to hide from the FBI.
That's right.
That's the only reason why.
Okay.
Ha-ha.
So
So,
tech support scam.
listen, I didn't do it. I'm
Someone-
tech support, but I'm not scamming nobody.
Someone calls you and say, hey, there's a problem with your computer, or something pops up on your screen. Something pops up on your screen and says it's infected with a virus. And then if you follow the instructions or the message on your screen, your computer could be taken over and you can get everything. Your computer can be hacked, totally hacked.
Yeah, because you give them remote access.
Because you
to
gave
your
them remote
computer.
access. Okay.
They got access to everything. On
Don't
your
click on
computer.
pop-up ads. Don't click on attachments from people you don't know. Don't click on links in emails. Don't visit websites by the link in the email. If there's a website that you know or that you want to follow, type it in.
Well, don't
If
click
it's-
on links
Which-
from people you don't know.
That's just it. If you think it might be interesting, type in the website in Google and see if this is a valid email or valid website.
You could go to your when you open your email, there's a little drop down box where the email came from.
Mm-hmm.
If it's legit, it'll be legit. 90% of the time, it'll be like a gazillion numbers and letters, and it'll be like .me.
Okay.
Or
Does
it'll be
that mean
something
it's
random.
legit or not?
That means that it's bullshit.
Oh, okay. I'm like, you just,
Hey,
okay.
No, I'm just saying, if it's legit, like if Apple sent you something, it'll be so-and-so at apple.com.
Oh, I got you.
Not
Yes.
6547J
Yeah.
R9999999.
Stop.
Sorry.
Okay. Don't give out passwords. Don't give out security codes to anybody on the phone. The IRS is never going to call you and say, this is the IRS. We need access to your
No.
computer, or we need your Social Security number.
You need to all this money. You need to go to Target and
bank
give me
i-
a gift card. $500. Let me know when you got it. I'll wait.
Oh my God. Tax refund fraud. If a criminal gets your social security number, just like it happened to me, they file fraudulent tax returns in your name and they collect the refund. So when you file your legitimate refund, the IRS is going to say, excuse me, you already filed.
Sorry, that's
so then you've got to jump through hoops to get your identity back.
Did she ever? She was like, bitch,
Okay.
please, that's my money.
Side note, if this happens to you, you have to file a form 14039. That we will put that link in the notes.
Yep.
You also have to visit Identity Theft Central, and it's going to give you information about tax-related identity theft. We'll put that link in the notes too.
Yep.
Okay. Employment or healthcare fraud. A person uses your identity to get a job or healthcare. This happened a lot since COVID started. A lot of people went in and got benefits through unemployment and through jobs
I can see unemployment
and healthcare.
Yeah, I could definitely see unemployment.
Yeah, and I don't even know if unemployment's on this list, but it's the next one.
I think the unemployment was next.
Yeah, but it's given scammers a big opportunity, but
pretending to work as somebody else, so they don't have to. They can just take and pocket your checks. They don't have to worry about taxes.
Yeah, COVID. It's
I want that.
COVID-19 healthcare scams have been big. Again, it takes you to the form 14039. And then if it's Medicare related, you have to file a complaint with the Officer of the Inspector General in Health and Human Services. We'll put a link in. You can review medical identity theft checklist on the FTC's website, Federal Trade Commission.
Yep.
Unemployment benefits. We just talked about that too. And
I gotta flip the page. Hold on. I'm a little slow today.
Alcohol.
I like Al.
Yeah, go right about.
Yeah,
there.
I'm with you. See,
okay.
I got notes.
Yes,
we got highlighted stuff.
Yes, Janet's an organizational freak.
When we come up with a topic that Janet wants to talk about, trust me, there are notes for me to follow along with. So we stay out of left field.
Yeah, he's good at
Just
left
saying.
field. Especially with alcohol. Okay, so we want to wrap this up pretty quick. So I'm trying to move you along, Patrick. Football.
Hit 'em up, move them out.
So under unemployment benefits scam, first of all, notify your unemployment office. If you're supposed to be getting unemployment benefits or you apply and they say you already are getting them, go to your unemployment office. If it's COVID and you can't get to your unemployment office, go talk to them, on the phone. Some unemployment offices do video chats, but you need to prove who you are and, file the correct information online, and you need to go and start a recovery plan on identitytheft.gov. Again, link in the notes.
Yep. We're gonna put a link to all this information.
Okay. I already talked about credit card fraud because it happened to me.
Yep.
About using your identity to get new credit cards and how they do that. Again, identitytheft.gov. It's all the same. I got the hiccups. All the same websites.
Alcohol does that to her.
Everything does that to me. What? I hiccup more than anybody I know. So if you get a phone call or an email from someone that wants you to contribute to an organization that sounds like a good call, that's a scam. They're usually general in nature. They have a similar name to a well-known charity, or they try and prey on. Oops, I have the wrong page. Ruh-roh.
We're victims of natural disasters.
Yes, I have the wrong page.
It's right here. You need it?
Yes, please. My notes are out of order. Yes, natural disasters, but they're also circulated through social media like Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, and LinkedIn. And TikTok they're getting in on the scam. TikTok. That's what I needed off of that. Thank you, babe. So don't give up personal information over the phone. When someone calls you and say, "Hi, is this Janet?" I go, "Okay." I don't even say yes. I go, "Okay." "Well, Janet, we'd like your information." I go, "Goodbye." Or I just click. I click. The biggest scam out there right now is one that says that they are the Police Benevolent Society or something like that. Because I have a friend.
Story.
I have a friend who's a retired police chief of Henry, Illinois. Mm-hmm. Rob, and I was chatting with him one day, and he told me that that is a scam.
Mhm.
And I suspected it was to begin with, but it is.
It's a robocall.
No, there's a real person on there too that you can talk to,
But
it's a scam. And there's also there's a real charity for the police that does that, but it's through the local police.
right.
And I've donated to our local
Right.
police before.
Yes.
And I've done it when I lived in New York, riding motorcycle up to Saratoga for what's the bike rally up in Clifton. I mean, you know what I mean?
Lake George.
Lake George, the
That-
bike rally.
Yeah, it's in June. It's
That rally up there.
yeah.
Anyway.
It's like a weekend long thing.
Yeah, but they stretch it to almost 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
But anyway, riding up there, going through the small towns, and the firemen have the boots out, and then the policemen have the boots out too.
Yep.
I've stopped on my motorcycle and pulled money out of my saddlebags and given money to
All right.
the fire department. And so there are real charities out there but these guys that call you with and robocalls.
I got
them.
a really quick story to go with that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, Janet's birthday, okay, came around. Now, we were constantly getting these calls on the house phone. All right. So it's like, you answer the phone and it's like, hi, Janet. And I'm like, nope, Janet's not here. So it's like, well, maybe you can help us. And he start rambling on. I go, nope, click. So
Now those are the robocalls.
So that's a robocall. So the house phone rings
on my birthday.
on her birthday. It didn't click. I didn't look at the phone, the caller ID. I answered the phone. Hi, Janet. I just went, do I sound like fucking Janet? On the other line was her brother, John. He says, no, but you got a pretty sexy fucking voice. I started laughing because I looked at the phone, saw it was
My
he was
brother.
calling, and I'm like, I started laughing. I said, hold on a second, and we got disconnected. So he called her on her cell phone, and when she picked up, he was laughing hysterically. We've never met in person.
No, but though they have a good
we
story
got
to
a
tell.
good story to tell everybody because I couldn't believe it. But I wasn't expecting that kind of response, John. Just so you know.
It was a good one.
It was good. You caught me off guard. Usually you got to get up pretty early to catch me off guard because I hadn't had a comeback, but I didn't have nothing because
Yeah.
I knew it was you. End of story. Anyways,
Okay, so
mail forwarding fraud. I know you
we
touched
talked
on it
about
before.
that. Yeah.
What they do is they go in and they take and stop your mail forwarding. How do they do that? They
First,
call the post office?
No, first they hack your email.
Oh, they get into your email.
They hack your email. That's what they did, but they don't touch anything in your email except your postal service forwarding. That's why I never noticed anything wrong because they didn't change anything in my email.
When you hear that if you have an account somewhere, this is just like, if you have an account somewhere and you hear there's a data breach, automatically go in and change your password.
Yes.
Because that's what hackers are doing. They're trying to get your information. But if they can't log into your account because the information they got, if they can't get in, they can't get in because you one step ahead of them. We use two-factor authentication on almost every one of our accounts. Is it a pain in the ass?
Sometimes.
Sometimes it can be. However, I look at it this way. For 30 seconds to a minute longer to wait for a text to come over my cell phone to give me a code to type in to log into my accounts is worth more to me than somebody getting a hold of my information and robbing me blind and then taking years and years and years to rebuild my credit.
The only time it's a pain in the ass is when I go in to pay one of your credit cards and you're at work and I need that two-factor authentication and it's on your
I
phone.
need to go.
And I'm like, I need the code. These at work. So I don't pay your bills when you're at work anymore.
That's okay.
But that's okay. That's the only time I find it a pain in the ass. So,
but anyways, if you could set up two-factor authentication,
do
it.
And if you can handle not having a paper bill in the mail, turn it off.
Turn it off. Yeah, go paperless.
Go paperless. Not only will it save the environment, It'll save you because you're not going to have mail being forwarded to someone with your personal information on it.
Yes.
So what I had to do was I had to go into every one of my accounts, literally anything, any account I had anywhere,
change the password,
and change the password and change the mailing address back to my own
because it was changed to the post office, so the post office notified everybody.
And so even if it wasn't hacked,
and
they changed it because the post office notified of my move. They changed the mailing address.
So bastards.
Yes. And I've also been told I should change my passwords, all of them, every 90 days.
Yep. That's another tip.
And don't pick something easy like mymomsname.com or my mom's name and the date she was born. Don't pick easy shit like that because if they know your dog's name, your mom's name, dates of birth, anniversary, kid's name.
You could Google password generator, and 90% of them will do a password from 8 to 24 characters long. You can tell usually there's special characters, capital letters, numbers, you name it. You could tell it, some websites will use certain characters. So you just tell the program that only use these characters.
Yep.
And it will generate a password for you, a randomly selected password.
Well, I do have a unique ability to generate my own passwords that are 20 characters long.
Yes.
That people would go,
I'm like, well, I never would have thought of that.
Yeah, you've looked at mine and gone, really?
I'm like, what the?
That's my password. And all of them are different. Every single account.
I gotta tell everybody the one that you had that you no longer use because you changed it.
Okay.
Dirty bitch, leave me alone.
Yeah, right.
But it was the way she did it. It was like D0, D1 RT, what I mean? So she mixed it up. I'm like, I never would have guessed that. That was a good one. You should have kept that one.
No, I changed it. I changed it because I changed all of them.
So,
okay. So let's talk about some of the stuff to keep you safe.
Go for it.
Because we're at 6.
Yeah, we're running we're running out of time. The game's going to start.
So phishing bait. It's a technique used by criminals to trick victims into providing personal information that can help with identity theft.
Yep.
There are attempts carried out by email, text messages, or phone. So ignore freebies. Awards that sound too good to be true are disregard offers that appear to come from unusual foreign contacts and ignore strangers asking for help.
Yeah. Don't help Prince Ahmadabi. Don't help him get out of Saudi Arabia.
Don't help the good-looking guy that says he needs airfare to come home.
Yeah,
it's a fake picture of a real person here in the States already.
Yeah, Prince Ahmadabi doesn't need to get out of Saudi Arabia because he's a prince of Saudi Arabia. Leave him there.
Ignore phone calls, emails, or texts that come from the IRS. They will not call you, email, or text you. They will send you a mail, a real piece of paper in an envelope
that says you need to contact us.
That says call us.
Yeah, you call us. We won't call you.
Anyone that requests your social security number, your date of birth, your account numbers for any financial institution, PIN, email, passwords, or any way to verify your information, don't give it to them. If it's on the phone, hang up. The bank's not going to ask you. The bank will never say, I need your password. The bank will never say, I need your PIN, ever.
I always give them, I always spell out the word in letters, in numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you typed it in a calculator and turn it upside down, it'll say boobless.
How on earth?
I'm just saying. It's like there's a series of numbers, like it's 5537808. And if you turn it upside down, it says boobless.
You're going to have to show me that one. Anyway, never click a link
that's my PIN number. Or just saying.
Download an attachment from an unexpected email or text. You know how you get the email that sometimes slips into your primary that should have gone into spam, and you open it and you're like, what the heck?
Oh,
that looks interesting. I really like leggings. By the way, I sell leggings. Let me see what the competitor's doing. And you click it and it's like, where did I just go? Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do
And if you think it's something that's real, check out their website, go to the website. And if it's from if it's supposed to be from the company that I represent, I would go to my website on the company and log in to see what it is.
Exactly. I don't know what he's got to do with it, but
he's in our bedroom chilling with wine.
he's just chilling like a villain.
I don't remember. I just moved the wrong page. Never click. Oh, don't provide personal information over the phone.
Yep.
I hang up on a lot of people, but I'm nice. I say
But
goodbye.
But nowadays, certain cellular companies will block potential spam. It'll come across as spam risk, or it'll say telemarketer. So you know that ignore the call. Not us. We're gonna go. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So
what are you hawking this time?
There's something I didn't know.
What's that?
Okay, so if you have a Google phone number and you use that to get text messages on, you're more likely to get your phone hacked than a regular phone number.
Really?
Because a Google phone number goes through the internet.
Oh, yeah.
It's called a voice over IP phone.
Okay.
Because it's a portal account.
Oh, okay.
And they can hack the internet faster. Like if you're out at a mall and I'm using my phone with my phone number and I'm texting someone, it's more secure. If I'm using my phone and I have a Google phone number for my leggings and I'm texting over that, I'm more likely to get hacked and get a virus or get anything on my phone hacked.
What?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you'll have to lose the Google numbers.
No, you don't have to. You just have to make sure that everything's verified with pins, two-factor authentication, everything else.
Yep.
And make sure you have virus protection on your phone, Yep. To monitor and secure your accounts, just like we said, choose passwords that can't be guessed easily.
Yep.
Sign up for two-factor authentication.
Best thing you could ever do.
When you log in and pay an account, double check and make sure nobody's changed your address, your phone number. Check and make sure your mailing address and your home address is correct.
It's a good habit to get into like she said, every time you go in and pay your bill, check your personal information.
Yeah.
It takes 2 seconds to click on that tab and say, yep, everything looks good.
Sign up for automated alerts. I signed up so that if any purchase of any type over a certain amount goes into one of my accounts, I get an alert on my phone. Any suspicious activity, I get it on my phone. There's all sorts of different alerts you can get. And now I pretty much get them on my phone. And luckily my phone hasn't told me anything going on in a couple of weeks.
And like I said, you could set up on any credit card what type of alerts and how you want them.
Yep.
You can get them emailed. You can get them texted to you.
Yeah, email, text, and I think you can get a call too.
I think.
I know.
But I'm not positive. Don't quote me on it. The margaritas are talking. So the free way to check your credit report easily is all 3 major agencies, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, by law have to give you a free copy of your report every 12 months. Every 12 months, yes.
Which means every
year. Every year you get a freebie. Sorry.
Every 4 months, you could check one of them for free. Oh. So like you could check, one in January and then one like at the end of April and then one like in
I see. Yeah. Split it up.
September. Split it up. So every 4 months you're checking a credit report to see what's going on with your credit for free. Don't check them all at the same time like most people do. Check one every 4 months.
If you ever apply for a credit card or a loan or something and you're denied, you get a free copy of your credit report no matter what.
Yeah.
So.
And make sure you ask for it.
Yes.
Don't be like, well, it's no big deal. Ask for it.
Always check your credit report, because if there's something on there that needs to come off, you have to get it off, because you'd be surprised at how much a change that would make to your credit history.
Yeah.
One little derogatory, because her address was changed, it shows up on my credit report. And the reason why is because I'm a user on a credit card of hers.
On one of them, yeah.
And because that one had an address change,
It shows on
It shows
both
up on mine.
both of our. I have no idea how to remove an address from my credit
So
report.
we have to get a hold of the bureaus and say, we have to dispute it and say, I've never lived there.
Yes.
Get it off my report.
Yeah, it's just another letter that has to be written. So basically we're done, but take your credit seriously. Take the security of your name, your social security number, your address, your mail. Take it seriously. It can be such a pain in the ass and a lot of paperwork if you end up having your security or your identity stolen.
Yes. Take it from us. It's taken Janet, I think, 6 weeks to finally get to the bottom of it. We had to leave a note for our postman saying, stop forwarding my mail.
Yeah. Then
my identity's been stolen.
And then he took it to his supervisor, and then she left me her number that she stopped that. And then I called her and she said, if you have any problems, call me personally.
Yep. They even flagged her name in the postal service for fraudulent. So
yeah, for fraudulent activity. And
and to contact her if anything comes through.
Yeah.
Personally.
And I took the report down to the Tempe police the Friday before New Year's.
Yep. So
I had, I've been working on paperwork since before Christmas because I was working on it on my birthday.
Put it this way, when Christmas cookies come to an abrupt stop because identity theft takes precedence, I get pissy.
And they did. I had 2 days I quit baking.
So
he lost three types of cookies.
Screw you,
mother truckers.
Yeah.
All right.
You're on my S list.
Hey, guess what time it is?
It's time for us to go.
It's game time.
It's game time, people. We got to go.
Who's playing?
Cardinals versus the Rams. Go Cards.
Go Rams.
Oh, it's going to be a good game.
I'm for both teams.
It's win, you stay in. You lose, you pack your shit and go home.
I want both teams to win.
So, but anyways, go Cards.
Go Cards, Rams.
We got to root for the home team.
I know. Go Cards.
I'm a Jets fan. She's a Bears fan. Don't hold it against us.
We're not help
in
ourselves.
We're not in the playoffs.
Go Cards.
The playoffs. The playoffs.
The playoffs.
What?
Say goodbye, Patrick.
Anyways, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, what are you waiting for?
Here somewhere.
If you like us, the information that you got,
ring the bell.
Or click the like button.
Click the like button.
Click the little like button. Subscribe to the show. Ring the bell. I hope you brought your margaritas, Jennifer.
Oh, it's Jennifer with us?
I saw her pop in there and say, hey.
Hi, Jennifer.
Anyways, we hope you enjoyed the show. We hope you enjoyed the information.
And we hope you enjoyed your drink.
Within the next couple of days, if not tonight, definitely at some point tomorrow in the description of all these videos, we're going to put some links in all the information that we have to help you prevent identity theft in some way, shape, or form. And how to stay on top of it so that it doesn't happen to you.
This will be on 18 Wheel Talk, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is going to be.
That's where the links are all going to be.
The links will be on under this YouTube video, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook.
Okay, I wanted to make sure.
We're gonna do the best to try to. Facebook's kind of hairy when it comes to putting information in there. However,
definitely find it.
I will put it in there, and they'll always put their little thing in there. So, but anyways, we are also going to house this on our website, 18wheeltalk.com.
Drink, show me a drink.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
It's Margarita Monday.
Say goodbye, Patrick.
Click. All right. Thank you for joining us.
See you next week.
We'll see you next week for Margarita Mondays. And I promise I won't screw up the audio.
He won't be allowed to drink beforehand.
Hey, click like, subscribe, find us, hashtag us at 18WT. We're always looking on social media. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
18 Wheel Talk. Thank you for joining us today. We greatly appreciate it. Be sure to stop by 18wheeltalk.com and check out all the affiliates mentioned in the program today. Remember, we're here coaching generations of drivers while guiding them on their path to success. We'll catch you on the flip side.
Spark the revolution.
So tell me, do you have one of those change buckets in your vehicle for fancy cafes?
Yeah.
And are you looking for a way to help support the show and just don't know how?
Well, we have great news for you. It is super easy, and you can do it for as little as $3 a month. Yes, that's right, $3 a month. That means for the cost of a cup of coffee, you could support the show for a month. And if you order one of those foo-foo frappy thingamabobs with all those flavors and whipped cream and sprinkles on top, you could support the show for about 6 months.
Isn't that amazing? Saving you calories from that frappy thingamabob with all those flavors and whipped cream and sprinkled things on top, and help out the show. What's not to like about that?
So to do so, just go to 18wheeltalk.com/support, and you will see just how easy it is to support the show. And don't forget to pick out your fan emoji while you're there. That's 18wheeltalk.com/support.